the other guy that is like that and has been throughout his entire career, and talking just first class, has been number 51, Carl Coulter. You know, and the center is always calling all the plays, and he's been another guy that we've had many a conversation, and a guy who's been a big part of this Canadian Football League for 15 seasons. Same amount as Danny McManus.
Davis over 100. 105 prior to that, so he's at about 107 now, Troy Davis. That was his 19th carry. And that was the final play of the third quarter as the Tiger Cats continue the drive and lead the Renegades by a touchdown at 14-7. So the Tiger Cats begin the fourth quarter looking at 3rd and 1. And the cheer would indicate that Julian Radlin has plenty to move the yardsticks. Through 3 quarters, it looks like this.
Troy Davis, the majority of the 108 yards rushing for the Ticats, is the Ticat all-time leader in rushing category. 210 yards passing for Danny McManus. He creeps up that list and is now 89 yards shy of 50,000 on his career.
It really is a remarkable achievement. Only 2 other quarterbacks in the Canadian Football League have tossed for 50,000. McManus on the verge tonight. Troy Davis, left side, 5-yard line, down to the 3.
And again, you know, I want to emphasize that records in the running categories, milestones like 50,000 passing, just doesn't happen unless you have an offensive line that can get it done. I want to show you a lead block by 59 Wayne Smith, the rookie, right there on Gerald Vaughn that makes this play happen for Troy Davis. I mean, he goes out and gets Vaughn, then he goes up and picks up one of the guys in the secondary. Oh, baby. Those guys up front are going crazy right now. I mean, they are getting it done and have all year.
First overall, chosen by the Tiger Cats this year, 6'2", 305. And Hamilton with the opportunity here from the 3. Not this time. Troy Davis. 2 more cracks at it from in close.
Well, give the Renegade defensive line some credit there because, you know, all the momentum now back to the Hamilton Tiger Cat bench. They have a drive going. The O-line is blowing guys off the ball. And they, you know, they're backed up on their goal line, and that Renegade defensive line and linebacking crew, they played well there. Can they do it again?
An impressive drive beginning at the 28. 2nd and goal to go from here. Davis still standing, lost the ball. And the Renegades turn it back, recovered by Seneca Taylor. Davis, that little extra stretch.
You know, John, I've said it many times, sometimes they try and reach with that football. Finally caught one guy.
Taylor took it away. Ottawa on the brink of elimination. Hamilton on the brink of making the playoffs and caught from behind. Troy Davis.
Well, I mean, he's made some plays too. Reggie Gibbons. You know, Reggie Gibbons covered a whole bunch of ground and caught a running back from behind that doesn't get caught from behind. Troy Davis doesn't get caught from behind. Reggie Gibbons got in behind him there.
Runner-up as Defensive Player of the Week last week in a loss to the Saskatchewan Roughriders. He played extremely well in a close game.
6th start for Reggie Gibbons.
2nd and 7. McManus looks to put it up. And flags are down. Claude Fag is patrolling the sidelines and checking things out.
Well, John, Glenn talked about how the Renegades would love to be able to throw 12 healthy guys out there no matter what the position. Well, you can scratch another healthy body off the Renegades list. Kelly Wiltshire, one of their defensive warriors, is now out of the game with a sprained left knee. He's got an ice pack on it, so you do the math. Kennedy, Armstead, Wiltshire, not looking good for the Renegades, guys.
142 consecutive starts for Kelly Wiltshire.
69. Penalties decline. 3rd down.
So although he may get to continue that streak next week, he is out of this one tonight, it would appear.
It really has been amazing to consider the injuries, and to their credit, Joe Paopao and the coaching staff have not all season long used it as an excuse for why they've struggled since their 3-0 start.
Jamie Borum in to kick a 45-yarder, or at least attempted. He nailed a 47-yarder for the win against the Eskimos after struggling in that game 2 weeks ago, but he got the game winner in the final seconds of that victory over Edmonton. So here he tries from 45 with Yeast holding. Has he got it? No. Not enough leg. Could have been an important couple of points, but Bendros avoids it there, and he's out to around the 17. 3 minutes to go, the season on the line for the Renegades. Brian Holmes, the third kicker the Renegades have used so far this season, has been called upon to kick the field goal to get Ottawa within 4. Now they've changed their plans.
I think they have a problem with the numbers out there.
Okay, so now they are going to kick. Fleming will hold. Miscommunication. Ticats ball out at midfield.
You know, John, initially it looked to me like the Renegades may be a man short, but then when I recounted them, I counted 12. They could possibly have been trying to set up some sort of fake that the Hamilton Tiger Cats did not bite on. When Fleming went to the sideline, the holder, did he go to the sideline to possibly set up some kind of fake? The Hamilton Tiger Cats maybe did not give Ottawa the look they wanted, so they went back to the field goal formation and then couldn't get that done because of the high snap, and Fleming couldn't handle it.
That's the kind of year it's been for Joe Paopao. Chris Martin recovering the ball with 2:33 to go. And Danny McManus has a 7-point lead. Troy Davis will see the bulk of the work for the Tiger Cat offense here. And the game story looks like this, brought to you by Sport Check, proud supporter of the CFL.
Troy Davis becomes the Ticat all-time leading rusher.
Danny McManus may come up a little shy of that 50,000 career mark with 2:26 remaining on this one.
Ticats with a win or a tie tonight can clinch a playoff spot.
And currently Hamilton holds on to a 7-point advantage. McManus looks at second down here, and he looks to Troy Davis.
Well, the Renegade defense gets the stop they need, but they've given up so much field position on the miscues. A sack on Brad Banks by Johnny Scott, and then a botched attempt on the field goal has put Joe Paopao's squad in a deep hole. But
2:07 remains.
Yes,
That's
which is plenty of time. 2:07, and you're down by 1 converted major.
Bendros drops deep. Jamie Borum near his 45. Whoa! Renegades came close. The Ticats give lots of room to Bendros, and then a flag flies. 1:40 remains. Hamilton leading by a touchdown. It's Ottawa ball, and the Renegades begin at the 10. Brad Banks has Ronick. Open field for Josh Ronick, and he's tough to bring down. He's out to the 30. Chris Martin making the tackle there.
Great call to start things off for the Ottawa Renegades. Little draw, or a little screen, I should say, to Josh Ronick. Slips out of the backfield, and he has a nice picket fence set it up. George Hudson with a nice block at the point of attack.
getting a little tight on that Tiger Cat bench. They have controlled this game much of the way. And the Renegades look to escape here. A first down, catch made by Jackson. Nice tackle at the 34 by Rob Hitchcock, who held on.
1:14 remaining. Now Brad Banks will try and call the plays on the line of scrimmage. The Ticats so far in these first 2 downs of the series have gone with 4-man pressure, dropped everyone else back. Now with this defensive line, they can get pressure with 4. Makes it that much tougher for Brad Banks to throw the ball down the field in that intermediate zone.
This is 2nd and 5. With a little time, he'll get the first down. The Renegades are still alive. 50 seconds to go.
50 seconds is plenty of time, but you got to believe that Brad Banks is going to need a play of about 20 yards somewhere in this drive, somewhere in this series. He's got to get one down the middle or down the sideline of about 20, 25 yards.
Yo Murphy picks up 11 yards. First down, Ottawa. 46, 4 receivers far side. Banks looks to the near side and missed his target. No catch. Bendros was the intended receiver, and there's a penalty flag down in the Renegades backfield. In fact, there are 2.
George Hudson.
Now there are 3.
And Tim Cheatwood were in a brawl. Now, Hudson's helmet's off. I'm not sure if he threw it off or it was thrown off for him. Either way, that's a penalty for sure.
That might have been the 3rd flag.
Well, let's take a look. Here's Cheatwood working on the stunt on Hudson. Plays over, little push there by Hudson. Something said by Cheatwood, and then they went at it. You could see Cheatwood said something in the ear of George Hudson. They turned around. There was a flag there. And the fight happened, and then Hudson threw his helmet off.
It may take a minute to settle this. Joe Paopao and the Renegades need a win,
John,
to keep playoff hopes alive.
And how they settle this penalty will go a long way in the comeback effort for the Ottawa Renegades.
We've got objectionable conduct, disqualification, Hamilton 49.
Wow.
Major foul, unnecessary roughness, Ottawa 52. Objectionable conduct, helmet violation, Ottawa 52. 2nd down.
Okay, so we got the one correct. The helmet came off. That was the 3rd flag. Tim Cheatwood has to leave this game. And from the replay we saw, it had to be because of something he said.
So here's what's going to happen to the Renegades, however. The yards marched off against Hudson will make this 2nd and nearly impossible.
Well, because they would have basically equaled out except for the helmet penalty at the end of that from George Hudson. Tim Cheatwood makes his way to an early shout.
Well, it's not that early. 36 seconds left on the clock.
Early compared to the rest of the squad.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying he's not going to use all the hot water by the time this is over, unless the Renegades get even here and we see a little overtime. But look at this, 2nd and 30 for the Renegades, and a rookie at the controls. A little difficult to pull off something here, although they have nothing left to play for except these next 2 chances. 2 downs remain. They need 30 yards in 36 seconds. Well, in less than 36 to have a chance.
Well, yeah, and you know, in fairness, the Hamilton Tiger Cats have controlled this game for the most part from start to finish. A gutsy effort for the Renegades. A couple times down on their goal line, they could have quit many times in this game. They lost their starting quarterback, who's really their backup quarterback, in Darnell Kennedy early, but they battled. They're within 7. they still have hope. But this has been a game that has been dominated, basically. Well, not dominated is the wrong word.
No, it is.
It's been controlled by
the Tiger Cats, but they haven't had the killer instinct to put Ottawa away when they've had opportunities. So here we go. 2nd and 30 for the Renegades. Back at the 26. 36 seconds to go. Banks looks to escape. And how close?
He got it. He got the first down. Oh my. Brad Banks gets the first down with his legs and finds a wide open Pat Woodcock, who's had a tough season but has come up with 2 big catches in this game.
2 catches for Woodcock, 1 for 40 yards. This one for 34. Renegades are not cooked yet. 18 seconds to go. Banks stands in. He's got Jackson, 9 seconds, make it 8. Marcus Spencer with the tackle.
John, it went from 8 to 7 in a hurry. There's 7 showing on the clock now.
They may have to add a couple there, Glenn.
Well, we'll see, because the officials are talking. They want to know if a couple slipped off there with the old home field advantage.
It's been known to happen.
Bottom line is, here for the Renegades is now at the 27-yard line. They could throw the football to the end zone in one play. If they get a couple of seconds back on, which it doesn't look like they're going to, they have to be careful not to have this die. Do you try to go for 2 plays, make a quick one, get within striking range, say 15-yard line, or do you go for it all right now?
Made all the more difficult by the fact you're playing with a rookie at quarterback right now. 7 seconds to go. First down, Renegades. They're down by a touchdown. Banks looks to the end zone. He's got it. Oh, baby! Got 3 catches in a row. That's his whole season. Pat Woodcock. Zeros on the clock. Woodcock gets the Renegades within a point.
Oh, baby!
To come.
Pat Woodcock. What a catch. What a gutsy performance by the Ottawa Renegades. But they have to get this extra point.
The newcomer to kick. Brian Holmes, flags are down. A 99-yard drive for the touchdown.
2nd and 30 for Brad Banks. 2nd and 30. He goes 34 to Pat Woodcock.
Then 25 to Woodcock for the touchdown. Make it 23.
Oh my. Oh my.
The convert is good. We're even. We're ready for overtime. 14-14 on the DeFasco clock in the Tiger Cats end zone. And this one has slipped away from the Hamilton Tiger Cats for the time being, at least. At least almost impossible. He has brought the Renegades back to even with the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Well, it starts at 2nd and 30, and then this, after they convert, Pat Woodcock with a 34-yard catch, finds an opening in the end zone, has to go back against the flow to catch this one. Brad Banks will roll to his left, and they're back against the flow and back into the backside. And what change of direction for Pat Woodcock with the pressure on him.
It's not over yet. The Renegades showing no quit. The Tiger Cats feeling the heat. It has changed the whole swing of the momentum here. And think about the Tiger Cats going into overtime with uncertainty, I should say, around their kicker.
Well, it looked like the Hamilton Tiger Cats won the toss and will elect to play defense first in overtime. So they'll see what Ottawa can get and see then what they have to match when they get their turn.
Here are the Renegades, first crack at it. In OT, Banks, slant in pattern. And David Azzi has his first catch of the game. It comes in extra time. And it's good for a first down.
Well, I just, you can't say enough about the guts from this Ottawa Renegade football team and the courage that they have battled back. I mean, they could have quit many times. They lost Armstead. They lost Darnell Kennedy. Pat Woodcock steps up. He's had a tough season with injuries. He comes up big when they need him most.
First down, Ottawa. Again, same play, Azzi. Jason Goss to make the tackle.
Now keep in mind that a tie in this game also clinches a playoff spot for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. The Renegades have to win it. Greg Marshall just has to tie it. All he has to do is match Ottawa in this overtime.
Ticats with one tie already on the season against the Argonauts a few weeks ago. Renegades looking at 2nd and 2. Ronick breaks a tackle, breaks a couple in fact. He's inside the 10.
And remember, they attack right now Ottawa with Josh Ronick, the left side of the defensive formation for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Who normally lines up there in this formation?
49.
Tim Cheatwood. He's in the showers. Disqualified in this game. Matt Petz has stepped in for Cheatwood, and that's exactly where Ottawa attacked with Josh Ronick right there. And now Devontae Peterson, who is in for an injured Adriano Belli. Looks like now he'll have to go out for at least 3 plays, no matter how bad, as he grabs his right calf muscle.
And so who's left? Well, nobody listed.
John McDonald.
Except John McDonald.
That's right. So he'll have to come and play inside. Matt Petz fills in for Tim Cheatwood, and their next choice would be to move a linebacker up into the defensive line and maybe play. There's McDonald there, and behind him I was going to mention Rob Hitchcock. And maybe Hitchcock comes in the linebacking core, and that's really their only choice. So McDonald has to go in the game now in overtime in a crucial situation.
Dennis McPhee, on the sidelines.
And Dennis McPhee. Dennis McPhee. Okay, so just go forward and just stop whoever has the ball.
Just plug it up. Plug it up as best you can. Overtime, and there's lots more ahead from Ivor Wynn. Another terrific finish on Wendy's Friday Night Football. Guaranteed. We're in overtime. The Renegades trying to stay alive and keep their slim playoff chances intact against the Tiger Cats, who are 1 point away from clinching a playoff spot for the first time in 3 years. Overtime will settle this. Pat Woodcock had the touchdown, and here are the Renegades with 3 cracks at it. 3 cracks at the end zone from the 9. Quarterback is Brad Banks. The runner is Josh Ronick. And he's across the 5 down to about the 4.
Yeah, well, not a big surprise that Josh Ronick's going to see the football with a depleted defensive line in front of him. Why not go ahead and attack the line of scrimmage with Josh Ronick?
Renegades obviously gunning for a touchdown here. The Tiger Cats will have the right to match if, in fact, Ottawa can cross the line and score back-to-back touchdowns. From the 5, Ronick again.
Oh, what a play.
Donovan Carter.
What a play from Donovan Carter. The former Ottawa Renegade makes a huge one for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Penetration from Donovan Carter as he blows right by Val St. Germain, who was trying to